The identity crisis for all tradies. Especially the tradies that go into business, because you've got to change your identity. We lean into our identity. So ABC, your attitude drives your behavior, drives your consequences, yeah? And part of your attitude, yes, are your beliefs, your values, and your emotional state. But even sitting above all that is your identity, who you are. And if you want to be a business owner, you've got to change your identity from tradie to CEO. Period. Full stop. That identity shift is what's going to help you stop doing the work and start leading the work. Not even leading the work, getting the work. See, as a CEO, the CEO's job is to grow the business. End of story. Is to get a return on investment for the shareholders. And guess what? You're the shareholder as well as the CEO, or your family is, or your trustees are, or whatever your structure is. And your identity needs to be CEO, marketer, delegator, working on the business, not in the business. And that's an identity thing. And when you shift your identity, you start thinking about vision, you think about strategy, you think about process, you think about marketing, you think about growth, and then you think about livelihoods. I've got to tell you, in the last couple of days for me personally, we've got 2 VAs in the Philippines, and when they ring in tears because they're happy to be part of our organisation, it's like, whoa, we're doing something right to create lifestyles for people. They just love being part of our business, and I hope people love being part of your business. Now, as someone who's heavily into leadership, as I am, when you have an identity shift and you go from being a tradesperson to the CEO, one requirement of you will be strong leadership. Now, there's a couple of elements to leadership, and I'll tell you what they are. Well, there's actually 3. There's influence. You have to be able to influence behavior. And you do that by leading by example. And one thing you can lead by example is emotional control. Don't lose your shit. Now, that's influence. The next thing is impact. You want to have an impact on other humans. You want to be a change agent for them. You want to be transformative. You want to transform other humans. You want to create more leaders. And then the last one is inspire, or inspiration. When people look at you, they want to, or you want them to say, if they can do it, I can too. See, inspiration is very much an external thing. Motivation comes from internal. Motivation's a drive to get you out of bed in the morning, to get you running this business, to get you doing your thing. Now, inspire, or to breathe into, which is what inspiration is, to breathe something into another human, is external for them. They look at you, or you think about who you're inspired by. See, isn't that interesting? Who are you inspired by? In other words, you look at others. So is it for you, is it, Gordon Ramsay, or is it Elon Musk, or is it another tradie business that does 9 figures or 10 figures or something? And when you look at others and you're inspired by them, there are other people looking at you as their inspiration. Don't let them down. Change your identity. There's all the I words today. Influence, inspire, change your identity as a tradesperson.